Hey, everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge podcast, episode number 199. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music, and also check out the Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And without further ado, let's get shit started with episode number 199. The Irritable Dragon enjoys and needs escapism. Jolly old Sportsball! Even though I did say I was going to talk about Yeezy in yesterday's preview, but that shit's probably not going to happen until Wednesday or something. So, no. Today, we're going to talk some sports. And holy fucking shit, possibly the biggest news of the day, Patrick Mahomes, the second. Patrick Mahomes, according to initial reports by Adam Schefter, has agreed to a 10-year contract with the Kansas City Chiefs until the year 2031. Patrick Mahomes, the second of his name, the new god, is getting the most lucrative contract ever. And let's break this shit down based on the reports by Schefter. Now, I know Rappaport's going to come out with his own thing. I know a lot of other NFL reporters, local reporters too, based in Kansas City. They're going to have a lot more details coming throughout the next few days. So obviously details are still within the initial phases as of this recording. So just letting you know that right now. But like I said, this contract is a 10-year contract that will run out in 2031. The valuation is worth within the region of $400 million to $450 million with an injury guarantee clause of $140 million. And this is the crazy part. This is a fucking crazy part. It increases his already total valuation of his initial contract. So with that said, that 12 years, $427.6 million to $477.6 million valuation of a contract, which again, that number can fluctuate up and down based on all the reports that will be coming out within the next 24 hours. It is not only the biggest contract in NFL history, it is the biggest contract in sports history. Holy fucking shit. You have to understand how fucking big this number is. Mike Trout got signed an insane fucking contract last offseason, right? In Major League Baseball. That contract is nothing compared to this, in my opinion. Because, it's not baseball, first of all, okay? Longevity, all of that shit comes into question, especially within the realm of football. Very physical sport. But, holy fuck, Patrick Mahomes getting that much money. Obviously 16 regular season games slated to be 17 within the coming years. And playoffs, alongside that, that's not a whole lot of games for a lot of motherfucking money. So, again, Mike Trout's contract, child's play compared to fucking Patrick Mahomes. Of course, Mike Trout's contract is massive, but Patrick Mahomes just fucking big dick contract is just world-breaking shit. It really is. And as of this recording, the contract language doesn't actually tie the salary cap at a percentage. So it's good for the Chiefs for the time being. And again, we're going to know more in the next 24 hours. But initial thoughts, there's a lot of pros and cons. I know a lot of, folks want to be either here or there, right, with the pros and cons. It's either all bad or all good. But here's some of my initial pros and cons and thoughts on this contract here. The pros, relatively speaking, with an ever-increasing salary cap within the league, within 3 to 5 years' time, this contract and the annual average, salary cap hit that Patrick Mahomes as a player has, it's going to be less significant. And it'll be worth its fucking weight in gold if, Patrick can, keep up, stay healthy, and all that jazz. And again, despite the heavy valuation, players outside the team will be looking to partner up with Patrick Mahomes in that offense. And of course, if you still have Andy Reid, I mean, good Lord, you're going to have a great fucking time. You're going to have a great fucking time. And yeah, the other pro is just Patrick Mahomes. You have Patrick Mahomes. You have Patrick Mahomes. Is there any other shit I gotta say? His whole presence speaks for himself. It does. It does. It speaks for itself. It really does. Madden curse breaker. Chiefs curse breaker. It comes back from a fucking deficit in the fourth quarter. Dude, it's Patrick Mahomes. Enough said. Let's get to the cons. Cons. $400 million fucking dollars? Are you fucking kidding me? And that shit could go up to 500 based on Rappaport's fucking report? Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. How much do you think that's guaranteed? Probably a fuck ton. Oh my Lord. I mean, what the hell are you going to do with the composition of your team for the next few years? That's the next question for you in the cons. Like, what? How are you going to fucking make this goddamn team up when your salary cap is pretty much heavily linked to your quarterback for years? Now, again, Patrick Mahomes is amazing. He is a superb talent. But, NFL, very physical sport. Injuries, very wild. Okay? And especially within the position of quarterback, man. I mean, if you fuck that position up, you are fucked forever. And so, it's a great gesture. It truly is. I mean, this injury payout's a great gesture. The fucking contract number, it's huge. It's great. It's loyalty to this great, wonderful young man. But yeah, what if he gets injured? What the fuck happens if he actually does get injured? What the fuck happens to that contract? It's just out the window. Out the fucking window. So that is my actual genuine concern about this. Like, is he going to be okay for those 10 years? I mean, hopefully for the fucking Chiefs fans he is, but Jesus, dude. Patrick freaking Mahomes, man. Wild times. And I'm not going to fucking slate the man for getting his fucking cheese, man. I mean, Patrick Mahomes deserves that shit. He absolutely does. But holy fucking cow, that is a lot of fucking money. It's a lot of fucking money. And hopefully the Chiefs can capitalize on that for a decade while making sure that the team around Patrick Mahomes is always ready to go, always gearing to go. And lordy, fucking $400 million. I think I've said on this podcast too, a couple times, Patrick Mahomes is probably going to get that annual average, salary of, or salary cap hit of 40 to 45 million. And holy fuck, dude, that just might happen. That just might happen. And yeah, man, it's Patrick Mahomes. Again, it is Patrick Mahomes. Some things you don't have to explain. Some things you just don't have to explain. Other things you do. Like what's happening in the fucking Premier League right now. Premier League, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to 33 matches played on the season, and there are 5 matches left until the season ends. And kids, I'm going to read you the table for the Premier League and kind of illustrate what's going on within the world of the Premier League, the English Premier League. Fantastic time all around, boys and girls. Even as an Arsenal fan, there are moments to enjoy the latter parts of the season. I mean, and also, mixed in with some bullshit, but hey, that's the Arsenal way. So, from the top, boys and girls, at first place, you have Liverpool at 89 points with a goal difference of plus 47, and they already won the Premier League a couple weeks back, I suppose. So, no real fucking point, right? But here's what gets interesting. Second place, Manchester City, 66 points with a goal difference of 47, plus 47, which is on par with Liverpool, despite lower points. But then you follow that up with Leicester City, 58 points, a goal differential of plus 32. Chelsea at fourth place, 57 points, goal difference of plus 16. Manchester United sits at fifth place with 55 points with a goal difference of plus 23. Wolverhampton Wanderers at 52 points with a goal difference of plus 9. Arsenal. Anal sits at 7th fucking place, 49 points with a goal difference of 8. Holy shit, we are back in the fucking top part of the fucking, I don't know, of the Premier League half. So, hooray. Who fucking right? That's some good shit. So, I'll take that in fucking strides if I need to, especially as an Arsenal fan, because we don't really get a lot of whole, good shit happening to us. And so, you follow that up with the Spuds in 8th place, 48 points with a goal differential of +8. 9th place, Sheffield United, 48 points with a goal differential of +1. 10th place, Burnley, 46 points with a goal differential of -9. Then you follow that up with Everton, 44 points, goal differential of -8. 12th place, Newcastle United, 43 points, goal differential of -10. 13th place, Southampton, 43 points with a goal differential of -13. 14th place, Crystal Palace, 42 points, goal differential with -12. And 15th place, you got Brighton and Hove Albion, 36 points with a goal differential of -9. 16th place, West Ham United, 31 points, goal differential of -18. Watford, sitting at 17th place, 28 points, goal differential of 23. And this is your bottom three, with Aston Villa at 18 and 27 points, a goal differential of -26. Bournemouth sitting at 19th place with 27 points with a goal differential of -27. And Norwich City, 21 points, goal differential of -36. Sitting at 20th and looking very likely to drop back to the championship. And the season will end on July 26th, and there's still a lot to fight for all around. I mean, I've told you this fucking table. I mean, you can see it on any goddamn sports media site or even search engine. And clear things that are going to be interesting to watch. Top 3, 4th place, 5th place, staying in the top 10 for financial reasons, staying above the relegation zone for obviously safety and, club fucking longevity and success reasons, and not getting relegated. Obviously, a team like Norwich feels like they have no fucking chance to stay up, and they've been progressively getting worse as the season, at least the latter half of the season after Christmas and then after the restart. I mean, Norwich has been just absolute dog shit. So wouldn't be surprised if they just completely fall over and die. But we all know it'll be a very intense 20 or so some odd days of football ahead of us. And so, I mean, hell, kids, if you're into some intense sports ball shit, the Premier League last 3 weeks is going to be fucking incredible. So I suggest anybody with a sports ball brain go and do that right now. And also, if you're interested in some fucking football, we got MLS action. Yeah, some Major League Soccer, kids. God damn, America following suit with that soccer shit. But yes, America is also waking up this week, with the sports ball realm, with the MLS. And it's a tournament style. And here's the thing, July 8th is going to be the comeback after a 4-month hiatus. And it'll be, based in Florida, of course, Bay Lake. And it'll be all 26 teams, asterisk. We got to put the fucking asterisk there because we're going to talk about the missing team in a bit. But all teams will participate with a 16 consecutive days of group stage matches. And the knockout stages will end with the final on August 11th. 4 teams from each group, except for groups B and C, 3 teams, will advance to the knockout stage based on total points, possibly goal difference, depending on the circumstance, with 3 matches played for all teams. So this is where we talk about the stages of the tournament. So let's talk about the group stage and the individual teams, at least naming the individual teams. For Group A, East Coast teams here, the Orlando City Soccer Club, Inter Miami, New York City FC, Philadelphia Union, Chicago Fire FC, and Nashville Soccer Club. Group B, the West, Seattle Sounders FC, FC Dallas, asterisk back from earlier. They will not be participating due to the Kung Flu cases. That's right. That shit fucking popped out in the newsfeed right after I finished the script, so I was very surprised that that came out. But FC Dallas, the entire team, will not be participating in the MLS tournament. So if you're an FC Dallas fan, be mad, be upset, but your team's out. Your team's not even fucking existing in this goddamn tournament. So bye-bye. Bye-bye. And I don't know how they're going to fucking rearrange the goddamn groupings now, but there you fucking go, kids. There you fucking go. And of course, you have the other two teams in the Vancouver Whitecaps and the San Jose Earthquakes. And we move on to Group C, Toronto FC, New England Revolution, Montreal Impact, DC United. Group D, Real Salt Lake, Sporting City, Kansas, Colorado Rapids, Minnesota United FC. Group E, you got Atlanta United FC, FC Cincinnati, New York Red Bulls, and the Columbus Crew SC. Group F, Los Angeles FC, aka LAFC, LA Galaxy, Houston Dynamo, and the Portland Timbers, which sets us up for the knockout stage. And let's start with this first side of this bracket. The first match will be the runner-up of Group A versus the runner-up of Group C. The second match will be winner of Group D versus the third place team from Group B, C, E, or F, obviously depending on points and goal difference and all that other good, wonderful factor, kids. Then, third match for the first side of the bracket will be the winner of Group C versus the fourth place group in Group A, or the third place group in Group B, D, or F. Now, the fourth match, winner of Group E versus the runner-up of Group D. So let's move on to the second side of the bracket. Winner of Group A versus the third place team for Group B, C, D, or E. Runner-up of Group B versus runner-up of Group F. Then you'll follow that up with the winner of Group B versus the third place team in Group A. Then, finally, winner of Group F versus the runner-up of Group E. So you have a very interesting setup. Obviously, the, omission, or really the peace out from FC Dallas is going to leave sort of a hole. But, a lot of teams, they don't care about that shit. They just want to fucking get along and, win themselves a championship. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how all this shit goes. Maybe that is a domino effect that destroys the MLS. But, if there's money tied into this shit, you fucking know it's going to go on. And here's the thing. According to OddsShark, you have your top three and bottom three in terms of likelihood to win. And I'll name you some of these fucking teams. It's absolutely fascinating. So your top three teams in odds right now is LAFC sitting at plus 500, the Seattle Sounders sitting at plus 800, and the Atlanta United FC crew at plus 900. Need I remind you, kids, LAFC in their first season last year choked really hard in the playoffs despite having one of the greatest fucking seasons for an expansion club. And yeah, plus 500 seems like a trap. As for the Seattle Sounders at plus 800, I mean, we've seen them, win last season, but can they continue? Can they repeat? Not sure. They have a pretty difficult group and probably a very difficult setup in terms of, post-group stage. And knockout. It could be a lot more difficult the way the bracket is set up. But then you lead to Atlanta United, which, dude, I don't know. Atlanta Sportsball generally chokes. I mean, Atlanta United was the first team in decades that didn't. So it's going to be interesting. But that's your top three teams in terms of odds. Now, your bottom three it's astounding and wild in terms of the numbers. Your Vancouver Whitecaps is sitting at plus 6,600. Same with the Houston Dynamos, plus 6,600. Okay. And FC Cincinnati sits at plus 8,000, and Nashville SC at plus 10,000. Holy fuck. You put $10 on that bad boy? Holy fuck. If Nashville somehow wins, that should be a wild motherfucking time for anybody putting money on that shit. So, I'll see how it goes, man. I'll see how it goes. I would personally like to see the Seattle Sounders win it. Obviously, I said my piece about Seattle yesterday. In terms of the city, I probably won't be visiting in the near future, at least this year. Just because of the kung flu. Also, the communist fucking paradise that popped out of fucking Capitol Hill. Chaz and Chop. So trying to avoid that shit. But got respect for the Seattle Sounders. Every time I've gone to their game, been to their games twice, they end up winning a championship that season. So hoping the best for them. And obviously my Seattle Seahawks, I fucking love them. So there's still a lot of attachment to that city, but yeah. Gonna physically avoid it, but spiritually cheer them on. See, that's separation, man. That's the duality of man, kids. You could do both. Isn't that neato? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, kids. But I'll also tell you what's neato. Something that's also coming back, kind of fitting within this theme, boys and girls, is MLB. That's right, Major League Baseball. Not Major League Soccer. Major League Baseball. Now, Major League Baseball has set the 2 games for opening day on July 23rd. It will be the Yankees taking on the Nationals. And the Giants taking on Dodgers. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What do you think's going to happen? I don't fucking know, man. You know what I'm seeing right now with Major League Baseball and the NBA? It's just a fucking bunch of players that are antsy about the fact that they got to play. And it's greedy owners that don't really care and just want to fucking churn out money. And commissioners who are just whipping boys and bitches. And both Adam Silver and Rob Manfred, despite the fact that, Rob Manfred is just an all-around asshat of a fucking commissioner. Whereas, Adam Silver is a complete cuck and a little bitch. So, what are you going to do? Nothing. Just cater to your fucking, common denominator and fucking bottom dollar and you're good, right? That's the whole idea. But God, anytime these 2 leagues do something that's outside of the sports ball, realm of topic, I get irritated because I just see a bunch of fucking egotistical lawyers and pricks who want to get shit done their way, but they don't really care about the greater good of what sports can actually do for society. But I don't really expect much from Major League Baseball nor NBA to do, smart things. They're kind of this woke league now. Well, at least the NBA is. Major League Baseball is just the retarded league, which, they've been kind of going on that path for a couple decades now. And I really think the mishandling of the Houston Astros situation alongside the really insanely long time it took to figure out this hiatus and restart, it just shows you how fucking incompetent the executives and the commissioner and all the fucking owners and MLBPA system is. It's just fucking all around retarded. So even though they're coming back, Major League Baseball and the NBA, I'm going to enjoy the sport, but whenever you think about the fucking, institution that fucking houses the sport, you just you get depressed. You get depressed as shit. Hockey kind of has that same feeling, but at least, the product is so fucking enjoyable, you could just forget about the goddamn organizational shit for a lot longer. I don't fucking know. It's also because the NBA players talk all the fucking shit they want, but hockey players just tend to be quiet. Generally speaking, they tend to be quiet. Even compared to MLB players. So all that is to say is I'd rather have hockey back more than anything right now. And thank God there are some tentative dates that came out today. Just a couple minutes ago, maybe a couple hours ago. But boy, oh boy. Phases 3 and 4 for the NHL. We got some dates, boys and girls. Tentative dates. But there are some dates. They are dates. July 13th, start of training camp. July 26th, travel to Hub City. And August 1st, start a qualifying round. Fuck yeah, man. We're going to get hockey back. It's going to be a good fucking time, man. Although, yeah, I mean, I do get a little salty at the fact that the NHL didn't pick Las Vegas due to weird, arbitrary, and ambiguous reasons. But hey, hockey's back. I know Canada is excited about that shit because they're going to be fucking hosting in their two major cities in Toronto and Edmonton. But I don't really care where it is. As long as we can get the NHL back up and running and see some fucking beautiful hockey, I am a happy camper. Truly am. And ultimately, kids, I mean, it just goes to show you. Sports! It helps you escape the stupidity of the world. But of course, I mean, the stupidity creeps inside our sport now. Like a cancer. And it metastasizes inside and infests itself all around the fucking host body. And then it just becomes an unrecognizable piece of shit. I think that's why I'm getting like so mad about the NFL, the NBA and the NFL, just because the wokeness is just getting more and more annoying. But I digress, kids. I digress. Next episode on the Sky Lounge, kids. Next episode, the 200th episode. Holy shit! I know. No, 200 tomorrow. Holy shit! Can you believe it? Took this fucking long to get to 200, but we're gonna have the 200th episode tomorrow, kids. So I will leave you there. All right, motherfuckers. I appreciate you dropping by this episode. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music, and also check out the Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Until next time, kids. Fuck off.